let's go to page 96 and do number 144. Okay, so this one you want to simplify the expression. Okay, so you have a cubed minus 1 over a squared minus 1, and you have a squared plus 2a plus 1 over a cubed plus 1. And you have a squared minus a plus 1 over a plus 1. Okay, so first you need to go and factor everything. So this is the cube, so that's going to factor the cube. Okay, so you can, when you're doing the cube, right, you just take the cube root of that, and after that, you just going to multiply a times a will give you, so this would be square of these, this would be square of that. And the middle term would be the opposite of this. So negative 1 times a give you negative 8, you take the opposite. Okay, on the bottom you get a plus 1, a minus 1. Okay, on the second one, this is a perfect square. This will give you a plus 1, a plus 1. On the bottom it's a cube, so you're going to get a plus 1. Then you're going to get a squared minus a plus 1. This one over here, this cannot factor, so this is already done. Okay, so now it's just a matter of canceling things out. This cancel with this, this with this, this with this, this with that. So your answer would be just a squared plus a plus 1 over a plus 1. Okay, let's go to number 145. You have x to the 9 minus x. It says is factor complete as possible into polynomial and monomial. Okay, so how many factors are there? Okay, well this one first you need to go and factor the x, so you get x to the 8 minus 1. And then after that you can go and do the difference of square. So it would be x to the 4 plus 1, x to the 4 minus 1. And you just keep going, so you're going to get x to the 4 plus 1. This one again factor into conjugate. So it would be x squared plus 1, x squared minus 1. Keep going. Again, this is the reason I like to do the plus then minus. That way I can round everything up. So I get x plus 1, x minus 1. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to get 5 factors. Okay. Okay. Let's go to 146. If the sum of the two numbers is 1, so I'm just going to do x plus 1 equal x plus y equal to 1. So sum of two numbers is 1, and their product is 1. Then what is the sum of their cubes? So sum of their cubes. So that's what you're looking for. Okay, so again, let's go and start with the technique. To get that, we need to cube that. So don't mess with that. Just keep that so you can see. So start with that equation, right? Then you're going to cube both sides. So you need to know how to do the cube. So it'd be x cubed plus 3 times x squared times y plus 3x y squared plus 1 equal to 1. Right? 1 cubed is 1. Plus y cubed. Okay, and this is what we need, so we're going to move these things over. So I'm going to have x cubed plus y cubed, so that's what we need. Plus, over here I'm going to factor the 3xy, and so I end up with x plus y. Okay, so again, these two factor the 3xy, and so I'm going to move this over. So x cubed plus y cubed. We can evaluate first. Be 3. Okay, xy is 1, and x plus y is 1. So I'm going to minus 3 on both sides. So x cubed plus y cubed will equal to negative 2. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's go to 147. Okay, so if x minus 1 over x equal to 5, you want to find x to the 4 plus 1 over x to the 4 equal to what? Now, from here to here, you need to raise to the 4th power, but if you do it directly, it's going to get messy and get stuck. So you have to take it in steps. So what you can do, you want to square that first, and then square it again to get the 4th power. Okay, so again, do not mess with that, because once you kind of put a square over here, you mess up, and sometimes you're going to lose track. So leave that alone. Let's write it one more time. Okay, and then I'm going to square both sides. So you square that, you're going to get x squared. You square that, you're going to get 1 over x squared. And the middle term would be minus 2 times c times that would be minus 2. And this will equal to 25. So plus 2 on both sides, you're going to get x squared plus 1 over x squared equal to, so plus 2 equal to 27. So we're almost there, right? Okay, so now again, don't mess with this. You're going to preserve that and going to write it one more time. And then you're going to square both sides. Because if you do the square root of it, you messed up, you're going to lose track. You probably won't be able to catch that. Okay? So those are some little small things to kind of helpful tips. So you can square this. You're going to get x to the 4. Square that. You have 1 over x to the 4. And the middle term is this times that times that. So it would be equal to plus 2. Right? Because this times is equal to 1. And this will equal to 27 squared. Use your calculator, or you can multiply manually. You get 729. And then minus 2 on both sides. So you get x to the 4 plus 1 over x to the 4 equal to 727. Okay. Okay. So that's it. So we don't even need to use that. Okay, let's go to 148. You want to factor completely, so you got x to the 8 minus y to the 8. Now you give a hint, it says there are 5 factors. Okay, note that we say real coefficient, not just integers. So coefficient is it doesn't have to be an integer. So it kind of give you the hint, and it tells you there are 5 factors. Okay, so you can just go and do the regular factoring. So do the difference of squares, so you get x to the 4 plus y to the 4. X to the 4 minus y to the 4. Okay, so now this is a trick right over here. So this one is equal to x squared plus y squared minus 2x squared y squared. Okay, so this one you can check, right? So when you square this, you get x to the 4, y to the 4, and the middle term is 2 times that, and minus that will cancel also equal to that. Okay, so now you only can do that start out with the 4th power. Okay, and then over here you can go ahead and factor into x squared plus y squared, x squared minus y squared. Okay, and the reason you can do this over here, cannot do it with this one, because you're going to take the square root of that. So if you do this, you got minus 2xy, and when you take the square root, you're going to get square root of x, square root of y. So that's why you don't do this, but you can do it over here. Okay, so now this has become difference of square. Okay, so you're going to get x squared plus y squared plus square root of 2xy. Okay, and you're going to get x squared plus y squared minus square root of 2xy. Okay. So again, this is a real number, even though it's not an integer, but over here they give you the hint, say it's okay. They want you to do this. But again, you cannot do this as that, because you're going to end up with square root of x and square root of y. So that's why you cannot do with this. Okay, okay, over here you can have x plus y and x minus y. So those are your 5 factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go to 149. 149. Let's say this is one. Let's use a new sheet. Okay, number 149. You want to simplify this expression. So you have the bx times a squared x squared plus 2a squared y squared plus b squared y squared plus ay a squared x squared plus 2b squared x squared plus b squared y squared. And this whole thing over bx plus ay. You know, it's kind of messy, and so you know that in order to simplify, you're probably going to end up with bx and ay somehow. Okay, so that you probably can cancel things out. So to factor out the bx, if you notice that both of these have an ax squared and the b squared y squared. So we're going to keep that, okay? So we're going to distribute that part. So this is going to be equal to bx times ax squared x squared plus b squared y squared plus bx. So basically I'm distributing this to this two and this, okay? bx times 2a squared y squared. This one do the same thing plus ay a squared x squared plus b squared y squared plus ay times 2b squared x squared. Okay, and this whole thing over bx plus ay. The reason we do that, so now we have something we can factor out. Okay, so we're going to group these two. Okay, so we end up with a squared x squared plus b squared y squared times bx plus ay. Okay, so I'm grouping, so I'm factoring these two. Okay, so these two, when I factor, I get that. Plus, so I'm going to, so basically I'm doing the grouping. So these two over here, I get, I'm going to just multiply out. So I'm going to get 2 a squared b x y squared. Okay, so this one I can write in order. So it'll be 2 a squared b x y squared. This one over here, I'm going to get 2 a b squared x squared y. And this whole thing over bx plus ay. Okay, now after I multiply, I'm going to factor out the common factors over here. So the common factor would be 2abxy. And so I end up with ay plus, wait, be careful. Yeah, bx. There you go. Okay, so it can be very long, so you got to be very careful. And now notice I got bx plus ay, bx plus ay. Even though those are kind of switch around, but addition, so you can switch, right? So I'm going to move this out. So I'm going to factor these things out. So I get bx plus ay. Okay, so this comes out. So I end up with a squared x squared plus bx y squared plus 2ab xy over bx plus ay. And notice that this will cancel out. Okay, and this is a perfect square. This is equal to ax plus by squared. And you can double check. You square that, you get that. Square that, you get that. 2 times this, you get that. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, so this is a bit tough. Okay.